Okay, so seeing as that the main party didn't have enough members to continue Thornbound, since it's Gothic Horror, and things can get deadly, we are going to do a little one shot, or at least something. It's going to serve as a tutorial, and hopefully everyone will be able to get a better idea for their characters. So, right now, basically, they're hearing rumors about cultist activity and demons and all of this stuff. So they came to this area to inspect the ruins of some sorts, and now we will see what happens. You may go and do whatever you wish.
Um, God, Forge is lagging. Okay. Uh, I guess just middle path. Why not?
You are free to walk whichever path you choose.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll just follow.
Oh, some kind of.
As you walk, you start to see a wall, and in the wall, you see a stone walk platform begin to extend above it, and you see stairs to walk on to this platform. And you also see stairs going this way and this way up towards Bear Pays or whatever they're called.
Hmm. Cool.
Um. Oh, we're gonna have to
Just
choose
gonna
a
come up and I'm
direction.
gonna like put one foot on the first step, put my weight on it, just testing it. Does anything happen or is it just stairs?
If you thought they were trapped, why would you put your foot on it? But no,
No,
nothing.
no, just like putting my weight on it, seeing if they move at all, like if they're sturdy, stuff like that.
Yeah, based off of that
Oh,
slight tap that you did, yeah, they say it seems sturdy.
okay.
That's a good sign.
Well, we might as well get moving. Come on.
Oh. Um. Okay.
Okay, pause. As you turn the corner, you see what seems like someone in dark robes.
Prime
What do you do?
cultist suspect.
Okay, so are we able to? Okay, Hmm.
I
Do
mean,
they
we
have
came
like a
here.
bow out? Are they looking like on guard or something, or are they just standing there?
Definitely has a dagger out.
Okay. I initiate battle. Yeah, I initiate the encounter.
You actually have to do something to initiate encounter, right?
Alright, okay. Um, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay,
I
so
guess I'll look around the corner. What are you doing
okay,
here?
seeing
I don't know.
okay, I'm gonna show you how you take initiative. He takes his dagger and he throws it at you. Everyone roll initiative. That's how you
Okay,
initiate it.
okay,
So in the future, you'll know.
okay. So, alright.
What happened to?
We're
Wait, you
currently
didn't you say you
sandwiched
were
together.
making
I
the
need to. I
didn't
need
you
to
say
be
you were
free.
making the
Oh, cause I
yeah
was
the
looking for
whoever initiated
Raijin.
first?
Okay, there.
Okay.
All right. Now,
So does
everyone,
that count as me initiating initiative or that guy since I didn't know what I was doing?
the one who did a hostile action, which is him.
Okay.
So basically, how this works is
Yeah, no,
everyone
I
rolls initiative.
understand it. I was just making sure because like I didn't know what he was doing, so they started it. So I was just a bit confused since.
So basically, everyone rolls initiative. You entered initiative, Oishín. Now you just have to roll it.
Is that not initiative? Oh, fuck, I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the one above it. My bad.
Okay. So, when you take initiative, everyone rolls initiative and you get put at the top of initiative. That's the benefit of taking initiative. But the first action that gets taken is the action that you took. And since he threw a dagger, the dagger is being thrown, and that's one action. So he will roll his dagger. What's your AC?
13.
Okay, so 17 shall do damage to you.
Oh,
You will take. Oh, it was a 16. You'll
Okay.
take 8 points of damage as the dagger gets a good cut through your clothes. That is still his first action for the combat, and he has 3 more. So
I'm just gonna look. Since it says I'm looking this way, I'm going to look to my right, and I'm gonna. Hey, what the hell, man?
one
I don't know what I'm doing.
one action move towards you, and Danny is going to punch you in the face.
30.
That's a miss. And then he is going to take the dodge action.
I just have a idea that I think might work, considering what you did for the first thing. I was thinking if the person taking initiative first, like causing the encounter, what about the person causing the person that they're targeting? Does that just not happen? Do they go second?
Wait, what?
I was thinking if the person attacking someone, like the cultist attacking me, goes first, should the person being attacked go second?
Why?
Is that kind? I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me in my head. I don't know.
Maybe the person is just too slow to react. Maybe they're stunned at the violent outburst of a thing. I'll let the dice decide. So they will still roll initiative. Oishín, your turn.
Okay. These ledges here, how high are they? Could I, like, theoretically get up them with just difficult terrain, or would it take an entire climb action?
You would have to climb.
Okay, damn. Alright, I'm just gonna move then. It says the game's still paused for me. Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be?
It wasn't supposed to be.
Okay. Shame, probably. Just stay here. You can move through your allies' square, right?
Yes, you just can't stay
Yeah.
there.
I also
Okay.
have a quick question. Since they threw the
There we go.
dagger at me, when it's my turn, can I retrieve it from my body? Because I'm assuming it's stuck in like
It's
my skin.
slashed through your body. It's not stuck there, but you can retrieve it
Okay.
from the ground.
Okay, my dagger now. Is it a minor action or is it a whole action?
Since it's on the ground, it's a action.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I know.
Shane, what would you
Okay.
do?
Oh, wait, I have an
Uh,
idea.
I am going to do a recall knowledge check. What would I roll for that?
It depends on what you're trying to recall knowledge on. If you're trying to recall knowledge on
On this guy.
that will be
Yeah.
society.
Okay.
Hmm. You know this person is a cultist.
Okay, was that a success or not?
No.
No, okay. I think it's worth it to try again. Try it one more time.
You can get 2 pieces of information.
Okay, I guess maximum hit points, and I don't know. Could I ask what attacks it has, or is that not a valid question?
Well,
I
you
mean,
can just see what weapons it has. He threw a dagger, and he has fists. So, other than that, we're talking about special abilities and special attacks. Well, he has 20 max hit points. You have that. You know that cultists can go into a fanatical frenzy when they take damage. Okay. How many actions do
Do
you
I
have?
get to know what that does, or
I got 20.
I'm pretty sure it's just like another version of Rage, just by its name. But
The cultist
Okay.
that's
goes
just me.
into a frenzy. While frenzied, the cultist gains +1 status bonus to attack rolls and a +2 status bonus to damage rolls.
Damn.
Okay.
All right. I do have a quick question, Young. It's about one of my spells. I have the spell Needle Darts, which turns a piece of metal into three needles, and sends them flying. Am I able to turn the metal in the dagger into into needles, and throw them without picking it up?
When it's your turn, you can press the spell button, and then I'll let you know based off of me reading the thing.
Okay.
Well, I'll look at it on my end because you probably don't have the Aetherbound information in there. But 11 will miss Oishín.
Okay, that's my turn then.
Okay, Raijin, what would you like
I
to do?
think I do actually. Hold up.
Raijin, you can go ahead, and then Ignis will handle that on your turn. What would you like to do? Uh,
If I look,
are you saying something, Justice?
no, I'm looking at my.
Oh,
Since I'm the front line, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna do a reaction. Really can't help. So take a second here. Does he have a reaction strike?
um, you don't know, but he's not taking one.
Okay, gonna pull out the bow staff. I assume that's not a full action.
To pull out your weapon, no, minor action.
And I'm gonna use the rest of my time to strike.
Oh, hey, Frost.
Young, I just took a look at the spell. Never mind. I was wrong.
Hey, dude.
13. What the? What in the world? What the? Huh. A 13 will miss.
That's not great. I'm gonna take a step action.
Okay.
I'll
Is-
be at my PC in a bit, in a moment.
And I don't actually think it's step. I think it's dodge.
Had to
Well,
deal with some laundry.
Mm,
are you trying to step or are you trying to dodge?
Dodge. Step's the one where I take a 5 foot step back and without being hit. No, I actually want the dodge.
Okay. So dodge.
That'll end my turn.
Ignis, is your turn.
Okay. I am going to pick the knife up from the ground.
Okay.
Is it just like a normal dagger?
From the looks of it.
Okay. So I can just. Yeah. Okay, so I can just. Give me a second. Okay, so I can just stuff another one of these. Yay! Now I can dual wield. Then I'm gonna hit him with a. You know what? I'm gonna do a little trolling. I am going to cast Gaiety. I have 3 left. Okay. Hmm. I'm going to cast Gouging Claw.
Ooh.
14. Is that a hit?
Oh yeah, sorry I was late.
That is a miss. You have one action left.
Okay, then I will. You know what? I'm gonna do a little funny. I'm gonna use a. I'm gonna strike him with the dagger he threw at me. Ooh.
Hmm.
Okay.
So apparently we're in the forest ruins.
This is
Uh,
a non-canon session since we didn't get
Yeah.
enough people in time to do the. All right.
Hmm.
3.
That storm be storming.
Mm,
Okay. So.
So he should be at.
Oh,
No one else hit him, so I think he should just be at 17 HP now.
okay.
Huh?
So he yells out, "Intruders!"
Oh.
And then he punches.
Yeah, that's not good.
He attempts to punch Ignis.
Hey. And that's not nice.
Okay. So 19. You take 7 points of damage.
Wait, hold up. He's punching me and he must have some sort of buff, right? Because an unarmed attack is only 1d4.
Okay.
What? Damn. Oh, it's probably the rage from. How is that? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, he could have a really high strength too.
Okay. Thanks for reminding
Well, that
me.
doesn't.
So now he
Oh.
goes into a frenzy, angry. Okay.
I'm so screwed.
Now, he'll attack Raijin. Why not? You are dodging. Roll twice. Take the lower result.
That's right.
18. Hold on. 14.
Luckily, it's not a hit.
All right. Since he has the stamina points, why not? 2 action dodge. Oishín, it's your turn.
Okay. I will do another recall knowledge check.
Okay. That doesn't provide you with any new information about this creature.
God damn it. Try it one more time.
Gonna work this time.
That is a success. You get 1 answer.
Okay. I don't really have anything to ask him. I just need the bonus. So I'm going to attack him twice now. I don't know. I guess I'll get his strength score. What's his strength?
4.
Okay. Yeah, he only had to roll a 3 on that damage roll then, Ignis.
That is a hit. You can roll damage. Okay. 1 more action. Oh. Oh, yeah, you're using that. Oh, wait. Did you roll twice on that? And take the roll?
I rolled 2d6 because I get sneak attack because I got a recall knowledge check.
No, I'm talking about the attack roll.
I just did my second attack, didn't I?
I was talking about the dodging. You're supposed to wait, roll twice, take the lower result.
I didn't realize you dodged. Well, in that case, my second attack is my second roll, and it's the same thing. Um,
Okay.
actually, it would have been better because I would have gotten +5 to that.
Okay. You can make your second attack if you want to.
Does that hit?
Roll again so I can see what the second one does.
Oh, he did a 2-action dodge? Damn. Alright.
2-action dodge. Okay.
Yeah, that won't hit.
All right. Raijin, it's all you.
All right. Start by taking a step action.
Okay.
Plan here. And then I'm gonna strike at him with my bow staff again, but I can actually strike from up to 10 feet away.
Okay.
So there's no chance of him whacking me back here.
Okay.
Can I ask, Justice,
You can roll.
why do you have a bow staff with a -1 strength? Don't you want a dex weapon?
It goes with my character's lore.
Okay.
Okay, roll again because you have to roll twice. Take the lower result. Yeah, we definitely need
He's
a
still got
distance.
more dodge?
It's a 2-action
That's crazy.
dodge. All attacks against it are at disadvantage till the start of his turn unless you're able to either trip him, grab him, causes him to use the defend action, all of these things. Okay, so the 16 will hit. You can roll damage. Okay. He is looking
All right.
looking bad.
Now I do want to go for that trip action. But I
Uh,
need to switch to a one-handed stance first. Or one-handed grip first. Which should only be a minor action.
okay.
And then I need to use an athletics check, right?
I believe with these weapons, you can use this weapon to a trip with the athletic skill. Blah blah blah. This uses the blah blah blah. Item bonus to attack rolls is an item bonus. Yeah, athletic. That's nice. Roll again.
He's not
Okay.
going to go for that, apparently.
Yep. You fail.
It's okay. I did damage. He's breathing hard.
And with that, you tried to trip.
Yeah.
PF2E. Ha ha ha. You fall prone. Dun dun dun.
Stab.
That's not it.
I did a step attack and then trip, so that means I have one more.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, you might want to use it to get up from prone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of happy. That's not great.
You know, use your last action to get up.
Yeah.
And since we are being recorded for all the people who are watching, I will explain. You tripped because you critically failed your trip attempt against it. You do apply your multiple attack penalty to trip because trip does have the attack trait. Yes. All of these can be reviewed in the starter guide. Ignis, your turn.
Okay, gouging claw. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I meant to do slashing. Give me a sec. Sorry, let me just. Are you kidding me?
Well, at least you don't have to roll twice because you can't get any lower than that.
Yeah.
Roll me 2d12. Oh, this is not even canon, is it? I don't know.
7 and 6.
Good for you. Good for you.
Okay.
Good for you. He's gonna
I
take
am
that.
going
He is definitely gonna take that strike of opportunity against you. So, punched in the face. He missed.
Yippee! Okay, I'm gonna cast 2 guidances, one on each of my teammates.
Okay.
Where was Frost at?
He said he needed to get to his computer.
I'm here.
Oh. Frost is here. Let me look at Frost. Oh, I should have recorded Aether points too to see where y'all Aether points were.
I'm at max.
I was talking about.
Ow.
I was talking about before we got into this scenario back into the main campaign.
Yeah, no, my main campaign points were max.
No, it was not.
Yeah, there's literally
Yes,
no
it is,
way,
it was.
dude.
I
Ow.
didn't use a single non-cantrip spell that entire time.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Most of the time, I'm pretty sure this entire time I've mainly been using 4 spells, which is Caustic Blast, Ignition, Gouging Claw, and Guidance.
I mean, you've
Since
definitely healed people, but I guess
yes.
we had a short rest since then.
Since you've been in the house, you have healed people, and even with the short rest.
I took class die, remember? I took a double die short rest, and I got enough to fully max myself out.
Sure. 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 You can
I mean, I
continue
do
talking.
remember them using 2 class die. I don't know how many other points they had, but that seems plausible.
Yeah, everything seems plausible. It seems plausible. Anyway,
That last game, I wasn't here.
Frost, you can go ahead and enter initiative. Ignis, you can go ahead and finish your turn.
I did. Okay,
You're done.
everyone except Frost put on Guidance.
I'd like to burst action after Ignis's turn, because I have a feeling this guy's about to really fuck up Ignis.
Okay, go ahead. 16 hit points. Oh, you're on a burst action attack? Okay. Roll again. Frost. Wounded.
Oh, and I get a +1 from guidance.
Wounded 2 and hit points 10. A 12 will not hit this person.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. And just so I can have it written down, apparently everyone has max Aether points, but apparently battles are hard. I don't understand. How can battles be hard if you're at max Aether points? I don't understand. But they say so.
Because my health was low. Oh, last one. My health's been the problem, not really the Aether.
Oh, not you. I'm talking about the ones who actually has Aether points.
You think from last time.
Aether points. Okay. So for this thing, you can remove your wounded and go back to full. I have taken the notes, so whenever we return, then it can be on there.
And the drained?
It's not a dream. Depending on the events, of this, it will affect what happens in Monday campaign because that's what they decided to do.
Not dream, drained.
Oh, drained. Yeah, you can get rid of that too.
Okay.
1 to 2. Where are you right? Okay. So now it is his turn. Let's see. We got an Ignis right here, and we have a Raijin over there, but he has a reach weapon, so I guess it's just Ignis. It's just Ignis.
And this is why I used it.
Ozen, put
Okay,
on
attack.
Guidance. Oh wait, no, did you already use it? Oh yeah, probably. I think so.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Do I get to choose whether or not to use it? I thought it was just my first attack.
Oh yeah, it is your first attack.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, so his fist goes wide and you feel like it's gonna miss you, but then you get the sense of dread when you think you are going to dodge his hit. But you got a little too arrogant, and then it punches you square at the face with a 25.
Okay, well it has more than a 5 bonus that we know of.
Okay.
Holy crap.
I think it's got explosions in its hands.
Okay, so
Don't
now
let that thing
Ooh,
touch you.
it-
that will be
Oh wait, was that a crit? Was that a critical hit?
what's your AC?
13.
13. So 10 above your AC is a crit. So that's a crit.
Okay, so it wasn't a nat 20. Okay. Trying to think of.
I will say neither yes or no to that. So with that number plus that number, you'll take 20 points of damage.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. 16 points of damage.
Okay. That's still but like Jesus. Okay, I'm down.
Oof.
You're at death's door. So you are wounded too. So you can go ahead and
Wait, how am I wounded too?
because you was brought to 0 by a critical hit, so your wounded increases by 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
Okay, so he used a hit outside of his turn. That was 1. Then he had to hit you with his 2, and you're still up. Third action, attack. What does a 19? That's a hit.
I don't even think you need to ask that question.
Your wounded value increases by another 2.
Wait, another 2?
Yes. When you take damage while you're at death's door, your wounded value increases by 2. If you take damage by a critical hit, your wounded value increases by 3. And it's going to take the dodge action. Dun, dun, dun. 1 action dodge. Oishín, your turn.
Okay. So you said 1 action dodge?
Yeah, 1 action dodge.
Alright, so I probably shouldn't fuck with trying to trip him or anything. Gonna do another recall knowledge check.
That will give you 1 question.
How the fuck did he just hit Ignis so hard?
Watch your language.
We're being recorded. And number 1, that's not a recall knowledge question. That was just a critical hit. I don't know what you want.
Damn.
Well, how did you
I
get to 25 in the first place, and it wasn't a nat 20?
Well,
Like,
you
what's
didn't
the bonus on there? Plus
didn't make the you didn't make the recall knowledge check, so you can't ask anything.
I'm not asking
Oishín,
the actual question.
what is your
I
question?
mean, let's see. We know he had a strength of, what did you say, +4?
Yep, that's what I said. An Aetherbound, it's minor.
Okay, and he's got a +1 from his fanatical thing, so he probably did roll an at 20.
No, it wasn't, because he had to compare ACs. A nat 20 would be an immediate crit.
No, the 20 just increases the result by 1 step.
Which would be 20. A critical, because it went from a normal to a critical. That's 1 step.
Okay. I'm just saying, for actual rules, natural 20 doesn't automatically mean crit. Just in case y'all fight a high level enemy that's just so strong that even a natural 20 doesn't hit it. But just
That's
let you know.
true, but for now, a natural 20 does at least raise the success rate up 1 step.
Oishín, do you have any actual questions, or are you just good to get your off guard condition and do things?
I mean, out of character, do you guys? I really don't know what to ask with these things. Does anyone have any ideas?
I mean, I think
Something like lists of resistances, maybe.
Oh yeah, weaknesses. Because if it has like a weakness for
No, there's a
fire,
difference between weaknesses and resistances.
yeah, I know.
You're more better off trying to figure out what the resistances are over weaknesses because not many of those things, of the things that you fight, are going to have a sort of weakness.
Oh,
I doubt this thing has any resistances. It's relatively low level, but I guess sure. Does it have any resistances?
no, it has no resistances. Okay.
That's
So
actually
you
shocking
have 3
to hear,
marks.
to hear you actually.
Also, Frost, what is that noise? It's coming from your mic.
What in the world are you talking about?
There's like a
Interesting how it
clicking
stopped.
sound, like you're just constantly clicking on your keyboard.
That not coming from me, I guess.
That's
Interesting how it stopped the second I said something.
Probably
All
from
right,
someone
19
else.
for sure.
pretty.
okay.
Unless you're hearing
That's a
me,
hit. You can
just
roll
like,
damage.
unless if you're, of course, hearing me like shake a.
Okay, I'm hearing that. Yeah, it's that.
Oh yeah,
Whatever you
that's
just did,
Okay.
it's that.
You're able to
that's
kill
a.
the cultist. Congratulations. That was terrible.
Thank God.
That was terrible.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was-
that was just a level 1 enemy.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, so y'all can decide what y'all would like to do. Uh, your late companion has arrived. Y'all can talk to each other. Y'all can cry. Whatever y'all want to do.
But yeah,
Okay, Ignis, I can't heal you. You're gonna have to do it yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
You're good.
In fact, no, by good I mean you're
All right.
you're doing fine. I was probably gonna do that anyway. 10. I need to do that. Oh, okay. Are we gonna spend? I was. Are you guys? Do you guys want to just spend a minute here, real quick, to recuperate?
What do you think?
I mean, yeah, whatever you need, because you're, I think, the only one who got hit. So,
Don't.
So
do you have any defensive spells? Could you maybe be dodging
I
instead
have
of giving us
shield.
guidance? I don't.
Yeah, he could. He could use the shield spell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe be
he's
casting more shields and dodging, because like guidance is good out of combat, but in combat, a +1 once that you can never use ever again, and it takes a whole action to do. Unless you have like literally nothing to do with your action, that's
especially
like
if you
not
can only use it
super
once.
great.
It's not like we could use it every turn.
well,
Yeah, exactly.
he has to wait about 100 rounds before he could use it if he uses it at round 1.
Exactly. So it's more useful out of combat. Also, Frost, can you please stop doing that? I really hate that noise, man.
I'm
It sounds
just
like
fidgeting with a Louisiana hot sauce packet.
It's real loud, brother. Turn on noise suppression or something.
It is loud. I can hear it over the music I'm playing.
Oh well, that's good to hear.
what are
It-
y'all
it's-
what are y'all gonna do?
But it's low volume, so.
Well, we need to get moving, but we're waiting on Ignis to heal himself. You know, catch his
Yeah,
breath.
I already did, so don't put it on me. I'm ready.
Quit
to go.
crying. Oh, he's good. He's good. Okay. We know how you spellcasters are. You're delicate.
On this planet.
Alright, I mean we're outside. Can you use that poultice thing you did to maybe try and get rid of
Yeah,
one
but
of
it's
your
gonna take
wounded?
10 minutes.
I swear
Jesus.
to God,
Okay.
I am.
That's the entire reason why I didn't
You
just
said-
do that.
You say
It's gonna
that
take
again,
10
and I'm going to be looking forward to one day getting Lunar Frost on this freaking character sheet. I'll show
Okay,
you.
well, he yelled for the other cultists, so I doubt we have 10 minutes. I guess just stay behind us.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he did yell for other cultists, but there's none this way.
Or-
None yet.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I could see down this whole corridor.
Hmm.
Unless they're hiding behind these walls right here.
They probably are.
As you walk
Yeah.
past that location, you see off on this other end there seems to be a door.
What are you doing?
Could you ping that door? I don't know if you did, and I just missed it.
I am pinging it. You'll have to zoom outside the map.
Uh, okay,
Ignis.
I can see it now. All right.
Oh, I see one of the others are here too.
Yep.
So then where's the other guy? Ah,
No clue.
there he is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what's his name?
I'm always down to go check out a new door.
And
I
there
thought you were
he
talking about
goes.
Thunder for a sec.
I see. So, have
I
you
need a
guys already checked this body?
volunteer to come with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak behind you if that's all right.
I'm down to take the front line, but
I see. I don't hear any yeses, so I suppose I should do this. I would like to probably check this
alright.
dead corpse.
Very freaky looking door.
4. 4 what?
Anything.
You see
Anything useful.
you see cultist garb that functions as leather armor, and you see an occult text.
Can I do a
Text.
can I do a perception check to look at this door?
I
See if
suppose
I
we
can-
should at least get one.
You don't
piece.
detect any traps.
Alright. Step up to it and open this door then.
Boom, boom,
See where it leads.
So you open the door and you see darkness. Do you walk through the gateway into the dark?
Yo, brother over there, you got a torch or some kind of light source?
I mean, I have my light spell. I think. Wait, no, I
Yeah,
can't light here, but I do have a torch. I do have a torch.
I unfortunately did not
Yeah,
buy any
I have
torches.
one.
My culture, we don't carry torches. I don't seem to have one. Well, then you're gonna have to wander over here, mage.
Oh wait, hold up. Which way was it?
Scion, whatever.
Which way
Way
was
over here, on the opposite side. You gotta go across
To
the
the
courtyard.
left.
I'm gonna take a matchstick and the torch out of my bag, and I'm going to light it. Well, I'm not in the mood to be on the front lines. Torch is all yours.
This.
Take your torch. On with me.
For some reason,
Yes,
I'm
okay.
having a sense of.
So torch is 20-foot radius of light and 20 feet of dim light.
Okay.
After that,
Alright, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna step 1 foot into the door.
Okay. You step in and you begin to walk through the corridor into the darkness.
Can I have my light bonus?
You see,
Sir, wait up.
you see some of the surroundings, and it's stone surrounding. But further down, it's darkness. And then you walk and you walk and you walk, and then after a few minutes, you start to see a path.
Already not necessarily
Path. Oh.
keen on
Oh.
this place.
Oh. Yeah. I can see that.
Okay.
Mm.
You see.
Yeah,
you
I
s-
see.
You see 2 occultists standing across a circle, chanting, "Dumbe ando indo ada, dumba."
That's great. Scion, what are they saying? Can I do a recall knowledge check to try and make out what they're saying since I have...
That's an occultism check, and it's
I would be occultism.
I'd advise everybody to find somewhere to hide.
I'm not going to take that step.
Yeah.
It seems like they are engrossed in what they're doing.
I'll make an occultism check as well.
Oh, what is that liquid? That liquid is weird looking. Can I do a nature check on that?
It will be a religion check.
To check whatever this liquid is?
Yes.
Oh no, religious liquid?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
Stupid.
okay, this is one of two items. This is
15,
either
14.
holy water or holy blood. Well, not very holy, but
I'm
enough
just
to
gonna
be
stand
blood.
here then.
Really? I was thinking holy cum, but alright.
Whoa, what?
Looks like someone pissed in the river more than anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
I
14 to
honestly
15
think this
occultism
might
check.
be like
14,
maybe some
15.
sort of liquefied gold, if I'm being serious.
It seems like some type of ritual of summoning.
Okay, everybody get in a good spot, and then I'm gonna shoot one.
I'm in my spot.
Right. I'm already taking cover.
I'm gonna hold my bow staff in defensive posture.
Okay. So, everyone roll initiative.
Hey, not 20.
Not. Damn. And you get to automatically go at the top of the encounter track.
Thank God.
You're in the initiative tries. Okay.
Twice? You mean twice?
Okay. So, who are you targeting?
Let's say the one on the left.
I already placed you where you're going to be.
Okay. So I wanted to stealth in here, so I'm hoping I am
Well,
hidden.
you already
Ooh.
made your attack roll. Roll the critical
Yes.
damage.
But did I come in from stealth? If that matters.
Yeah, you get your sneak
Okay.
attack.
Okay, good. Sorry, Foundry is being itself.
Oh, yeah, the deadly trait. Quite interesting. Okay, so you shoot the bow and it goes right through his throat and he falls down dead.
Fantastic.
You have 3 actions left.
Okay. Well, let's see. I guess I will just attack the second one. Ooh,
See,
big
this
is
is the
this
pa-
rock? Can I
this is
shoot around this rock without moving?
Well, I mean, you're in straight, view of it.
It just depends on how big this rock is, I think, because I might have to move literally one square to get around it if it's too high.
Well,
right now
the
it's
rock
providing
only
cover.
takes up.
It's not that tall. The one that Frost is behind is covering completely, so he would have to move to actually hit an enemy.
Okay, but I can shoot over it, in other words.
Sure.
Great.
That will miss.
Okay. I don't really have anything else to do, because I'm probably not going to get hit. I guess it won't do anything for me since I already have. No. Okay, I'm gonna attack one more time, and then I'll do a one-action dodge, just in case. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Um.
Yeah.
What in the world is happening? Why isn't it? Is Foundry doing it again? I can do previous turn, but I can't do next turn. What the?
Yeah, I also don't know what I rolled for my last attack because my Foundry isn't working, but I just assume it didn't hit.
Can I move my people?
Storm. Storming.
Nah, I'm gonna have to refresh. Foundry, you're not supposed to act up while I'm recording. You're supposed to.
They might be having some server issues because they.
Well, while this is loading, I hope now everyone sees the benefits of actually planning the encounter, sneaking up on your enemies.
Are you even finishing off one enemy?
Me making things easier. But anyway, now let's get this party started. Don't tell me the encounter got deleted. No, y'all should still be in an encounter. There it is. Good. Okay, so they look up and these cultists are trash. This cultist runs up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no. Boom, 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 boom. To Raijin and attempts to attack with their dagger. 15.
That is my AC.
Okay. So you'll take half damage from this. You take 3 points of damage.
Is that, am I halving that or is that the half?
That is the half. Okay. Second attack. Do I want to use a point on that? Nope, I don't. You can get a strike of opportunity against him for his critical blow.
Good. Good. Then I'm just. A strike unarmed. Oh!
Oof.
I ate rocks. Currently tasting the floor.
Dun 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 dun. Let's go.
Critical
Yeah.
fumble for critical fumble.
So the question is, the reaction to the reaction to the reaction, he will take that strike of opportunity. And we'll just do a Dragon Ball Z style counter battle, and we'll see who wins the race. Okay, so he hit, misses, and then you open yourself up with a counter attack, and then he comes right back at you with a critical hit.
That depends.
No, it doesn't depend. What does it depend
I don't think it depends on anything.
Was it a net?
on? It doesn't matter. You will take 12 points of piercing damage. Okay. So, wait. Pause. Pause. Never mind. Never mind. He can't do that. He can't do that. You can recover your 12 hit points. That was his last action. He has to end his turn first. Then he'll be able to make another strike of opportunity.
I got a BRB.
Frost, it is your turn.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not giving him no more chances to do anything.
I'd like to
He's gonna get it.
see if I can sneak behind him. This is going to take 2 actions to get there. And since now I'm flanking him, I am going to cast Gouging Claws. Or Gouging Claw on it.
So, who cares?
He's gonna care. Yes.
Okay, that hits.
Alright.
Yeah, slash him up.
6 with the bleed prong.
Okay. Ignis, well, whenever he comes back, it will be his turn. Well, actually, it won't. Well, we'll come back to him since he's gone. Y'all can see that the blood that is coming from the dead body with his throat pierced is entering the circle, and the circle is glowing. Dun dun dun.
Salmon
Raijin.
first.
No one has made an action. So what are you staring at me?
You said that the dead body was crawling towards the
No.
circle, right?
No. I said the blood, because the person's dead,
Mm.
is flowing from the body, because his throat was pierced.
Ah,
Raijin, it is your turn.
my bad.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and strike him again.
I would probably advise disrupting
time.
the summoning circle.
Well,
Brother,
so
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to disrupt no summoning circle where there's blood all over. It's all, I don't. Yeah, that ain't my.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I mean,
use-
if you want to face something else coming up.
go ahead. You're gonna cast.
I'm gonna use
Fang?
force.
Okay.
I have to do the unarmed strike now, right? Damage after. Okay. I have to use spell strike for.
You don't have to use spell burst, as it's called in Aetherbound. You can just make the attack. Oh wait, it looks
Use my
like
fist for the attack.
you can target a creature. You can target a creature in the first range incremented of your ranged weapon, or you can do a melee weapon. For an instant, you transform, replacing all its normal statistics. The Force Fang, it just automatically deals damage. Unless you're doing the spell burst. Are you doing a spell burst? Or
Spell strike.
that's Pathfinder's version. I'm calling it Aetherbound version, but yes. Are you doing a spell strike? Spell burst?
Yeah.
Okay. So that will hit. You can roll damage.
Oh, you have -1 in strength.
Yeah.
All birds of a feather.
I don't have a minus in strength.
Were you able to
Although-
roll damage and I can't see it, or what?
I did roll damage. I'm not sure that's taking into account the
Jeez.
magical damage, but
Okay. Foundry did say that it was reconnecting, so looks like I have to refresh again to see these things. Since Foundry knows that I'm recording and it doesn't want.
it's just 1d4 bludgeoning and then the -1. I don't think it's taking into account the magical damage. But
Yeah. Well, either way, I thought he was just being cocky and just saying 1 damage. Where is that?
Okay. So 1 damage, you can roll another d4 to get your Force Fang damage. And why are you attacking with your fist instead of an actual weapon? That's
because I have a much better chance of landing the strike with my
Oh.
fist than I do with a bow staff.
okay. So he's gonna take a total of 3 damage, and that will be 2 Aether points for Force Fang.
But I'm gonna double up.
What does that mean?
4. I like strike again with my fist.
Okay, that fist strike will miss.
So the parry skill on my bow staff.
What about
Let's
it?
see. That basically just gives me a +1 to my AC, right? On my next turn.
I don't know. You have to press the bow staff, and then it will tell me. It will have the traits up there.
I don't know how to. Well, it's not important. I'll just take the dodge action.
Okay. Oishín, your turn.
Okay. Christ. All right. At the end of Raijin's turn, but before my turn, I'd like to stamina burst to move. Let's see, 25. Can get there.
Mm,
That should work, right?
Yeah, I just want to be clear. It's at the end of an action, and not specifically at the end of the turn. I know it might seem like the same thing, but there are certain abilities / events and stuff that specifically happens at the end of a turn.
Okay. And then my turn. Gonna move again. And what is this circle made out of? Chalk, blood?
Seems like glowing runes to you.
Okay,
Are you
does
gonna touch it?
I'm standing on it, so I'd like to try. Does it look like something I can scuff?
You standing inside the circle.
Well, I was hoping to stand like right on the edge. I'm not gonna stand in it. I'm gonna
Well,
stand.
you
See,
need
most of that square is off,
you,
slightly outside. I'm standing on that.
you need to go into a different square because you're still
Okay.
partially in the circle.
If that's how it works, then I will be standing here.
Okay. So you want to examine these symbols, correct?
Yeah. I'd like to specifically see if it looks like something I can fuck up, or if it's really like in the stones.
If you want to see what these symbols mean, occultism check. If you want to get an idea, if you can, like, like rub your feet against the symbols and have they disappear, you can make a perception check, I guess, as an action. Well, religion, occultism, or perception. Either one's going to be an action.
Okay, if I do the perception, could I make that at the same time I try to mess it up, or would that be two different turns? Actions, I mean.
The seek itself is an action, and to go and actually mess up the circle, like rubbing your foot against it, then you would have to move into a circle, and I'll allow you to rub your foot as you're running into the circle. But that's all it's.
Okay. I do have a melee weapon with a 5-foot reach. The circle's in 5 feet. Could I just try and fuck it up with the weapon?
How many actions did you use to take over? Go over there.
So far, only one. In my turn, only one. I did the stamina burst before.
Okay, but you only recover action points at the end of your turn, so you still spent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you recover your action points at the end of your turn. That's.
Okay, I've definitely been doing that wrong then. I've used more action points than I have. Because I know I've done stamina points and then didn't subtract them from when I got around to my turn.
That's very disappointing to hear. But anyway, you have two
Man, you're the
actions.
DM and you know we don't know your system. You should be watching for that.
That's a lot of things to watch out for. Anyway,
Yeah.
2 action points left. The thing is all the way over there. Do you have a reach weapon?
It has 5 feet reach. It's in 5 feet.
So you're gonna rub your weapon against the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So you spend your one action. You rub your weapon against the ground, trying to like scratch up the mark and stuff like that. Um, and you feel like it's on solid stone, and you scratch at it, and you smudge some things. The light begins to like flicker, but it is still active. What would you like to do?
Okay. Um, let's see. I thought I was gonna have one more action point, so I don't think I can do what I wanted to do. Uh, probably it would be more than a minor action to try and pick up this corpse, right?
Yeah, definitely. You have a spending action just
Okay.
to get over there.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking I'd have one more action and then another action to pick him up. Unfortunate. Um, I guess I'm just gonna have to stand here and get ready to do something when whatever comes through the portal comes through, because I don't have enough action points to move him. Um, so I guess I will use my last action point to shoot at the one guy that's still up.
Seems like
Okay.
Ignis
Hurricane, are
is
you back?
gone.
Well, I see Hurricane right there. You're talking about Justice.
Ah.
Hurricane, are you back?
Looks like no.
Still not back. Okay, so we still
Apparently
have
not.
time. Okay, so we have this guy being surrounded. Frost, you have dared to. Was that his voice?
What happened to the other guy?
Maybe the storm finally knocked out his internet. Maybe he'll be able to reconnect. Who knows?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so Ignis, you can take your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. You know, I'm gonna do a little funny.
Of course.
There is no AoE on this, and it does have a good range, so I don't need to use Extend Spell. I'm gonna cast Thunderstruck.
Okay. Where?
On this guy. Was he being wait, before you do it though, was he being hostile? Like, was he attacking?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure because it was sandwiched in between two allies. Maybe they were talking. No clue.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this guy right here. All right.
Hey, is there
Wait, is he
oxygen
wearing
in
any
this
metal?
air?
Is there oxygen?
We're breathing.
Yes, there's oxygen.
Is the cultist wearing any metal? Or is it just cloth?
What a goodness.
It looks like leather. Anyway. Man, you made me forget what I rolled. Okay. So it's that save. And then we subtract that numbers. Regular success.
Yippee! Okay. Damage.
Oh,
That is 9 damage.
that is crazy. It's not
Crazy. I was crazy at once.
bad. Okay. So you have 2 actions left. Make sure to subtract your ether points.
Yep, already did. I will cast. Okay. I don't get that. I'm going to cast Scatter Scree. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna cast Scatter Scree. And I will do this area.
The line has to come from you.
Oh, it has to come from me?
Yes. That's how lines work.
Range, no, it says range 30 feet.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Hmm. Creature can interact to clear a square of the. I don't know why it will say 10-foot line. I'll look into that. I'll go ahead and go
All
your
casting
route, right?
vision.
Uh,
Oh.
I'll let
Uh,
it go by that route, but I don't know why it would say line. Maybe Foundry's missing up. I'll do research. He will succeed on that as well, and you can roll damage. Well, I guess it says place 10-foot line. I guess I don't know. That's still
that is 6 damage.
that is absolutely weird. Okay, so now it's its turn. Frost. It shall attack you now. As it sees all this lightning.
Oh,
going
as
on.
soon as I come back, I deal. Is this like this? Is this like the same
Pathetic.
type of cultist as before?
Oh, looks like it. Second attack. Frost, you can get a strike of opportunity if you so please.
Yeah.
As this guy is being distracted by rocks and lightning from the world.
Well, I'd like to. Can I cast Glass Shield?
No, you have to make a strike of opportunity. And it has to be
I see.
small. It has to be a weapon attack, unarmed attack.
Alright. $17.
That will hit. Roll damage.
1.
One. Half of. No, that's not. Just a 1. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
He's-
so basically
he's
he's
going
just getting
to-
smacked.
He's gonna 2-action dodge. It is your turn, Frost.
Alright. I would like to cast Snowball and throw it at the summoning circle, which is conveniently 30 feet away from me, oddly enough.
Okay.
I actually thought I would have to move, but no, it actually is like 30 feet away. So,
If he could maybe throw it directly on the blood to kind of smother it a bit too, that'd be good.
no, that's too far.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm only able to get it on the outside of the circle within its range. So, 20.
Okay, throw a snowball.
Trying to see if I could disrupt the summoning circle.
You notice that your snowball goes into the circle and nothing happens.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Alright, 1 second. I've gotta make sure I take into account my mana.
Is snowball actually a first tier spell?
Yeah, it's a first tier spell. So
Interesting.
yeah, I'm not. I've said this multiple times before. I'm not gonna cheat you of
No,
anything.
I just thought it was a cantrip. By the sound of it.
No,
Very interesting.
it's yeah. Surprisingly enough, it's not a cantrip. Honestly, it actually sounds like a freaking cantrip, of all things.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't do
But-
much damage for a first level, for sure.
Yeah.
So that was 2
Well-
actions, and now you're glassing and shielding. That's 1
Yep.
action. You did
Yep.
take that strike of opportunity, so that puts 1 action. Ignis, it is your
Yep.
turn.
It's exactly
Alright,
why I
well,
used Glass Shield.
Ignition. really. Yeah, ignition.
Roll again.
He's still a hit.
Okay, roll
Alright.
damage.
Full damage. Yep. Okay. Kill this thing. Ooh, 7. Has anyone else dealt damage?
To the guy that Frost is fighting, I think so.
Okay. The person falls to the
Damn,
ground with burns,
I annihilated
and
them.
the simple circle begins to glow, not giving enough time to summon a very powerful creature. Only a small, tiny creature X's it out.
Okay, well, I think we're dead.
He's tiny.
This
It's
is-
probably fine.
Listen,
This is what
listen.
you see.
Whenever Young makes his description, he severely. How can I put this? Makes it seem a bit harmless when plenty of times we've gotten absolutely curb stomped.
Okay. It looks around the room, and it goes for the closest prey. Shall use one action to move over there. You see, everyone sees as it goes to do things to Oishín.
As it goes to do things, yes, very descriptive.
Yes.
Honestly, that's the most upsetting description I can think of.
I'm gonna be honest, I'll have to agree with that.
I thought, but that's what you choose to believe. Then it shall claw you. It shall miss. It shall.
Well, I'm just glad it didn't cast Fireball.
It shall. It shall bite you.
That also misses.
It shall 2-action dodge. Dun 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 dun. Oishín's your turn.
Okay. Do I get a penalty for shooting a short bow in melee range?
If it has, I think, volley, then there's a penalty.
It doesn't have volley, no, but I feel like
if a creature
there should be a penalty.
if a creature has reactive
Maybe not.
strike, they can get a that on you. Other than that, there is no penalty. So you just have to
Really? All
you
right.
just have to ask yourself: do you think this creature has reactive strike, or no?
I mean, I don't know what that is, but I am about to do a recall knowledge
Whenever you
check,
move
so.
in its reach, in or out of its reach, it can attack. It's
Okay, so just
it's
basically
an
like
attack of opportunity, but instead of it just being when you move out of its range, it's whenever you move and you're inside of its range.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a recall knowledge check first on it. Probably occultism, right?
No, 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 no. It is religion.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's the one thing I'm not trained in. Oh well.
I mean, you made
That will give you
basics.
one piece of information. This creature is known as a Pusk, a low-level demon.
I'm just
Low
concerned
level,
that it's
Very
demon,
dangerous.
but okay.
I guess, and I get one question, or was that my one question? That I know what it is.
No, you get a question.
I guess max hit points.
36.
Okay, could be worse.
You say that, but you don't know its attack.
It's going to be worse, so please stop.
Well, I'm at full hit points, and presumably wounds won't carry over from this non-canon event.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay. You wait until it starts biting you.
Remember in like the third session of Mythic Frost where we fought that Pusk in the storage shed?
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right, 17. Is that gonna hit? Or no, it dodged. My bad.
To be fair, we were level 0 at the time.
Well,
16
to be
will hit.
fair, I don't care. It's still a pain.
Yes, it is. Regardless of what level that you're at, it's still a pain. And apparently it's fast for some...
8 damage, and presumably it's gonna stay here hitting me. So I'm gonna do a 2-action dodge.
That will be 3 stamina points.
Really, even when it's on your turn? Okay.
Yeah, I'll say you are doing the smart thing.
And that's my turn.
Frost.
Alright. So, let me real quick measure. Okay, so 1 action. And I will attempt at destroying the circle. Trying to use my hands to smear it and try to distort and even maybe write in different sigils to distort its structure.
So you're just gonna draw random symbols.
Yes, basically to mess up its structure. Kind of like putting in junk information inside of a router.
And what are you gonna draw symbols with?
I am going to use... Let me see my inventory real quick. I guess one of the things I do have is a corset knife, but I'd probably see if I have anything in my artisan's tools to perhaps chisel some.
Okay, so you're going to spin an action to go through your bag to pull out an artisan's toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
And then start chiseling, which will be another action. You start drawing symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The glow begins to fade. You have 1 action left.
Alright. Let me see the thing here. See, throne. Not too far. Okay. Let's see. I think I will have to just use a dodge action.
Okay, Ignis, your turn.
Alright, I cast Thunderstrike on the Pusk. Let me get that real quick.
Okay, you can roll damage.
There we go. Alright, God, give me a 16. Whatever. 7.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. You have 2 actions left.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to. I'm going to cast guidance. Okay. I'm going to cast a reach spell and guidance on Ocean. That will be my last turn.
It hasn't been an hour.
Oh right. Then Frost.
Okay. So now it's its turn. And still seeing as that you're the only person right here, it shall attack you. You're doing a 2-action dodge. It shall use its frenzied slashes. Yeah, I did do that, didn't I? I did do that. Okay. What's your AC?
16.
Okay, the first one is going to allow a strike of opportunity if you want to take it.
Yes. $15 to hit.
That will actually hit.
Great. It's not the start of my next turn yet, so I still get sneak attack. Nine damage.
Okay. And now we can continue with the strikes. You said your AC was 16. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, so 2 of the attacks will hit you. 2 of its claw attacks. 1 of them will barely hit you, so it'll be half damage. So you take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that will be its turn. Oh, dang, terrible. Okay. It is your turn, Ocean.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do another recall knowledge. Oof. Okay, one more shot. Nope. Okay. Gonna have to hit without sneak attack.
It might be his lucky
I'm
day.
assuming that doesn't. Yeah. Okay, 1 action dodge, and that's my turn. Did absolutely nothing.
You did make it use up its attacks. That's something, I guess. Frost, your turn.
Well, I am going to use. Let's see if I can bring it up. Rousing Splash on Farsley.
You're doing what?
Using Rousing Splash on Farsley.
Oh, you used the last name, and it's Farley.
Alright. Farley.
Oh, Farley.
Yes.
Regardless.
Yes.
You can spell effect, rousing slash. There. Okay, you have 2 more actions.
Alright. Alright, frostbite on the demon.
You can go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
Oh, good lord. Okay. Good. Golly jeez. Golly jeez. Ignis, your turn.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'd say
I'm
the
going
damage
to
could have been
take
better.
a travel action to go right here. And then I'm going to cast Ignition. Ooh, is that a crit?
No.
Damn, okay. Oh, damage. 3.
I believe you have one action left.
Yeah, I'm going to take a dodge action, just in case.
One action dodge. Okay. It's its turn. And it begins to cower in fear.
I forgot about
Really?
this. Oh god. Oh.
It begins to cower in
If I-
fear. It is your turn, Oishín.
Interesting. What is that? What the fuck?
If I remember correctly, in a previous session in, I think it was Mythic, I'm probably getting the enemy wrong, but oh wait, no, I'm definitely getting the enemy wrong. Never mind.
Okay, is a 12 gonna do it for a recall knowledge check?
No, the baseline DC is 14.
Damn. Ah. I think it's worth it to try again.
How
I
long
simply
does
have to.
how long does that clumsy last? Is it over with? Should be over with by now.
Nothing. Okay,
Clumsy.
with a 12, can I at least figure out why is it cowering?
A failure is a failure.
Damn. Oh, I do have, hold on, I do have actually this. I keep forgetting to mention this because I failed it a few times. Or is it? Hold on.
And just for the
Where are my
record,
sheets?
is not a success is not going to tell you why it's cowering. It will tell you what cowering does, but its motivations of its own.
I do have, how do I show this? I just put it in chat. Alright, well, I don't know how to show you the feat, but I do have this dubious knowledge feat. When you fail, but don't critically fail a recall knowledge check using any skill, you learn the correct answer and an erroneous answer, but you don't know which one's which.
Oh, let me take that off. Okay. Novice in a skill, we recall knowledge action. You possess a wealth of knowledge, blah, blah, blah. When you fail, but not blah, 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 you gain both the accurate information and a piece of misinformation without the ability to distinguish between the two. So, what? Do you have a specific question, or do you just want me to give you two random pieces of information and let you decide what's the truth?
I'd like to know what cowering is.
Okay. So, one of the pieces of information is that it gains a +4 circumstance bonus to AC and takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls. The other piece of information is that it waits until the enemy makes an attack and then counterattacks for bonus to the attack and damage.
Hmm. Okay, well, I didn't make my recall knowledge check for uh the extra bonus, so I might as well just not attack this turn. And I will dodge.
Alright. Okay, Ross, what would you like to do? Oh, it needs to take bleed damage.
Hmm.
Oh, it's immune.
Yep.
Is it
Hmm.
immune? Let me look.
I think the thing that's bleeding is already dead.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The one that's bleeding is already dead. That's why. Okay. Good. Frostbite. Okay. You can roll damage.
Alright.
Psych.
The same damage.
You have 2 more actions.
Not much else I can do
Okay.
besides that.
You still have to roll the damage.
Well, okay. Ah, there we go. Full damage on that one.
Okay. You have slain the creature. It falls, frozen and all. What would you like to do?
If I may, I'd like to get the monster parts from this. Actually, no. Can I get the monster parts from?
This is some one
Hold on, wait,
shot.
no.
This is some one shot encounter that
Oh
does
yeah,
not
right.
burn over.
I
So
not have
if,
that
in
in
case you added that dagger to your inventory, your actual inventory earlier, you can go
No.
ahead and delete that. And this thing doesn't.
I forgot. No.
My
Oh.
character's gonna put his
Thought that would have been
artisan tools
funny.
back and pack them back in.
I'd like to take a quick glance into the maw of this giant demon over here. What's happening over there?
Thank goodness I still know how to do this.
Go ahead and
crap.
move over there.
Alright.
At least not all the time that I've spent with these hellish employers
I'm gonna have to get closer to that.
isn't
I'm gonna have to-
fun to waste.
Can you guys come over here? I feel like I'm gonna get immediately attacked when I get close to this thing.
Hmm. But if I go near that, I feel like I'm going to end up encountering the icon of sin.
Yeah, same. Come back me up.
If I was able to, I'd just, well, craft you a rocket launcher for that. Not sure if you folks even know about what that is. Regardless. Jokes aside.
Ignis
Sure.
What?
will help. I don't want to go in here on my own. I'm scared.
You're such a coward.
Yeah.
I mean, in the face of something like that, most people would cower. So.
Pathetic. You folks have never been to
Ross,
these types of places.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why. You know what? Forget it.
You're all so pathetic.
You're
Why do we go anywhere with this guy?
I don't know.
Anywho, if you're so flippin' scared of this place,
okay.
Okay,
If
make
you're
a
gonna keep
perception check.
insulting him, do it yourself.
Make a perception check.
alright. $18.
I got worse. 10.
You see a woman sitting down, and in front of her, a circle begins to glow. Well, it doesn't begin to, it is glowing. And you see that there are dead bodies within the circle.
I will whisper this to Frost. I feel like this is another just shooter situation, right?
My character
Let's
just
see, you
looks
see.
over with a dull look.
Give me anything,
Okay,
man. God, you're so hard to read.
young. Why is the file name of the image titled Necromancer?
Oh, this one.
What do you think?
It's good to
Oh,
know
okay,
that
now
it's
I
good.
see it. Okay, that's pretty obvious.
My character then just looks at the woman and says,
Don't metagame, bro.
I'm gonna shoot. I see Frost try to say something. I'm just gonna shoot her.
Wait, you're gonna just shoot and not talk? Or
Yeah.
anything? Okay.
No.
Let me
Okay,
start.
You
but
kidding
they were
me?
holding
We're
they're
dead,
holding
bro.
a human skull.
Let me
What?
start a new.
Yeah.
Let me start a new
They're
initiative.
holding a skull, and they look very suspicious.
Oh, and I got an 8 to hit.
Okay.
Terrible.
Everyone,
Okay.
roll initiative.
Yep, thanks, dummy.
Don't. Frost, they were holding a skull and looking very ominous.
Yeah,
Stop.
Mhm.
I don't know why you just don't like to talk to people before you kill them.
The lady's surrounded by dead bodies, Young. Come on.
You act like as though this is the first time you've ever seen anybody carry a corpse, let alone a remnant of.
I don't know where you're from, Frost,
Okay,
but most of the
listen,
time when somebody goes around carrying corpses, they're bad. They just killed somebody.
And remember, they said most of the time, so you can't say it, so you can't twist it into saying, well, then what about everybody?
Here, would you like a little bit of a lore drop about my character?
Okay, so dun dun dun. Sure, we'll take that.
My question still stands.
Okay, so you spent one attack to try to attack her. Missed. You have 2 actions left.
Okay. Gonna attack again. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna move. Game is paused. Thank you. And then I will take a 1-action dodge, and that's my turn.
Ignis, it is your turn.
Hmm.
And she's not in that exact location. She's still further back inside the room.
Okay, if she's further back in the room, am I able to hit her with my Thunder Strike? Because my Thunder Strike can reach the edge of the map.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thunder Strike. Let me edit that. There we go.
As you cast your Thunder Strike, you can roll damage.
Okay. As you cast your Thunder Strike, you can roll damage.
Okay.
Oof, 2 on the D12, that sucks.
You get a sense of dread. And as the lightning goes to attack her, it's like it strikes a barrier, and it seems like your electricity is being absorbed, and it goes into the circle.
Well, I'm useless here. I'm just gonna sit back, get some buffs, get some healing, and just stay out of the fight.
You have 2 more actions left.
Ocean, how low are you?
I have 13 out of 24.
Okay, can't use that. Okay. Well, I can't really heal you because I can't Yeah, 2-action heal doesn't reach. If I... How do I have... No.
I mean, you might just want to spend some time moving. I know it sucks, but
Okay, yeah, no.
if magical
I
damage doesn't work, you might have to spend your time doing primal strikes. So
I'll move right here. That will be the end of my turn.
Beautiful. Okay, so Frost, you're the only one who sees this since everyone else runs away. Now, parts of the bodies begin to form and crush together, and something shambles forth. And you see, thanks to that little bit of electricity, that it sparks slightly.
I suppose you've got yourself a new pet now, don't you?
And as it begins to shamble forth, and she begins to rock outside of the room, and the creature screams, and that's what it looks like.
What the fuck?
Huh. They had one task: summon demons and don't disturb my work. But as she looks around, I guess you killed them. They were completely useless. Who needs demons if the undead, as she begins to pet the monstrosity on the shoulder, are so much more obedient? Okay, that's their turns. Frost, you're go.
Alright. Let's see. Let me look at something real quick.
Look at something.
Does anyone here besides me have any fire-based attacks?
no.
Well,
Well, what? Well, what?
well, I'm gonna be the one doing the fire damage.
So,
I would like to do a recall knowledge on the woman.
that will be a society.
Alright.
Good, I have proficiency with that.
You can't recall any information.
No, I mean when it gets around to my turn and I have to do it. Society is better than religion.
Right.
You have 3 actions left.
Nice. Alright. Let's see. Is the shambling mess and the woman now in view?
Yeah.
Or are they still in the back?
They have stepped out the room.
Alright. Let's see. I will cast. Yep. Yes. Chilling spray. Save DC 16. Reflex. And since it is a 15-foot cone,
Okay, you can roll damage.
alright.
Boom, boom.
Nah, that's pitiful.
Boom, boom, boom. Reflex. DC 16. Okay. It looks like the woman didn't take any damage. Let me take just a little. You have one action left.
Right. May I ask if it had been 10 minutes since the last time that I've used Glass Shield?
Glass shield only has the limit if you use its shield block ability.
Ah, okay. Alright, then I'll use Glass Shield.
Okay. Okay. So she says, a fox with frost attacks. Very interesting. I've heard of you, but you're supposed to be with some other people. Not a dragon person. And
Hey,
I did hear of a human, but he was supposed to be flashier, more exciting, and he wasn't using a bow. Very interesting.
You must be talking about
Oishín, it's your
my.
turn.
You must be talking
Okay.
about my multiverse variants.
We call knowledge check on the necromancer.
Okay. You get 2 pieces of information.
Okay. Max hit points and would trying to figure out whatever happened with the electricity be a check on her or on something else.
That will be a check on something else. Max hit point 65.
Okay. Jesus. we, we might be a little bit fucked. I guess resistances.
None.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to attack.
I was curious if you would be asking if they were an undead.
Who are you attacking? I'm guessing her.
The necromancer. Yeah. I assume that hits. I hope.
It hits.
Good. And damage. Attack one more time. 18. That
That
hit?
hits.
Good. Oof. Only 3 damage.
Okay. Um.
I believe I still have one more action left.
Regardless, stamina burst.
Damn.
She begins to summon 2 skeletons right there.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I will step action. And that's only 5 feet of movement, right?
Yes. Okay. Ignis, your turn.
okay, let's see here. I'm gonna 2 action heal Ocean. Down.
Where are you? Oh, all the way over there. Okay.
$15.
Great, thank you. I was gonna move and leave you to deal with the skeletons, but I don't have to anymore. Thank you.
You have 2 action
Yep.
points left. What would you like to do?
Am I still able to use the ranged scatter tree?
That's busted. Oh no. Oh. Oh no.
What? Why do I have that? Why do I have all that stuff?
Oh, why do you have all what stuff?
Why am I clumsy? Why am I encumbered? Why am I encumbered?
Probably because of your carrying capacity.
I don't. I am at 1.3 bulk.
When I click, you only see that you're wounded and encumbered. But anyway,
Okay. I think I accidentally clicked on my
okay.
mythic party. I don't know what's going on. Hold up.
Okay,
Yeah, no, I
the
just randomly
scatter
saw it.
spree there, that is
Okay.
reflex. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. The zombie definitely moves out of the box, and you can roll damage for the necromancer.
Woman. Okay, well, it just makes it a hard to move area now, and I'm sure that's a pain for giant hulking guy, zombie.
Is it? It just makes it difficult terrain.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. Okay. There's your turn. Her turn. Since you're using ranged attacks, that's going to be an extra step of movement, and she wants to do that. She can really just stay right there. Why I need my ruler. 35, 35, 30, 30. Good. She creates 2 spirits next to you.
Me?
Not to you, Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she says, go. Kill them all. So all of them begin to move. This one will move to you. This one will move to you. And these 2 will attack Frost. Okay, is anyone dodging? It's just a
Take that as a no.
Okay, so we'll start with Ignis. 27.
Oh, holy!
Good lord. I probably should have read this thing.
Ha!
Okay, so you will take 11 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Beautiful. Now, Oishín shall attack you. 17.
That hits.
Oh. That was actually, since it was a critical hit, Ignis, that was actually 22 points of damage. And your wounded value increases by another, increases by 2. What was your constitution? 0. So that puts you at death threshold has been reached. Now you have to decide what you would choose. Do you go out in a blaze of glory? Do you avoid death? Or do you risk the odds?
I'm avoiding death.
I like how you accidentally said a blaze of gory.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you definitely said glory, but whatever.
Okay.
I heard gory as well. I knew he meant glory, but it sounded like gory.
Okay, the character narrowly survives, but not without cost. Their wounded value is reduced to 0, and they immediately fall unconscious at 0 hit points. After falling unconscious, the player must make a DC 17 flat check. On a success, the character survives with no lasting damage. On a failure, they gain a scar. Okay, go ahead.
Scar might be cool.
Go. Roll a d20. This
Give
is
me a second.
this is
I'm
just a
trying to
one
find
shot.
there's unconscious.
You have a scar now. You can return your wounded value to 0. Good, that was nice. Okay, so now...
Scar for the rest of the one shot, and you're unconscious.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not like that scar's actually staying there, but okay.
You take 13 points of damage, Oishín.
Okay.
I'm glad I healed you for that 15.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
That actually ends up being 11 because I have 2 hit points. So
Okay, Frost.
13.
These shall attack you, and they are flanking. So the first one will be a critical. The second one will be a 17. So that will just be a regular hit.
Okay.
So you will take a total of and then from the other hit, well, they're two separate hits. So for the first hit, you're going to take 42 points of damage.
Ray shield.
Okay, you're going to shield block. You shield block, and it is destroyed.
All right.
Your wounded value goes to 2, because I'm pretty sure that's enough to bring you to death's door.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, the second hit, since it's not a critical, it will just increase your wounded value by 2. So that will bring you to wounded 4. And that is probably that's it for her turn. You see that the zombie begins to deflate, and it seems like the flesh of mass is just waiting to be controlled. Dun dun dun. It is your turn, Frost. You have 1 action point.
I suppose your little toy requires recharging.
Well, the experiments was interrupted, so that is an issue. And it's all right. I don't need him to deal with. It's just 2 of you now. Your ally has fallen, and soon the rest of you. You're still outnumbered.
That may be so. As we're having the conversation, I'm gonna use rousing splash on myself.
Okay. You have 2 action points left.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. I need to roll. Let's see. How much points do I get? I forgot how to use rousing splash on myself.
You drag and drop the spell effect onto your character.
Oh, okay. I just do that. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I didn't know it was that easy. Okay. Nevertheless. I will use Frostbite on the ghost over here.
Okay. It is destroyed.
All right.
Okay,
That
Oishín, your
should
turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move
And
here. Okay,
I'll
got it on the wrong side.
I'll be back. I gotta check on laundry.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do a recall knowledge check on her again. $14.
Not good enough.
Damn.
She's a little bit higher level than what you've been fighting.
Try one more time.
That will definitely give you 2 more pieces of information.
Okay, let's see. I did resistances. I guess I'll do weaknesses.
She has no weaknesses.
Okay, and then the other one will be whatever ability she has that summoned those creatures.
Undead Arise. The Necromancer summons 2 medium undead entities in different empty squares up to 30 feet away. These undead entities can take the form of zombies, skeletons, or ghosts chosen by the Necromancer. The entities block movement as though they were creatures and can be attacked. Each entity has 1 hit point and the same AC and saves as the Necromancer. They can't take actions of their own and deteriorate if the Necromancer is reduced to 0 hit points. The Necromancer can have up to 4 undead entities at any given time.
Okay. They can't take actions of their own, but they did attack. So is it like a part of it that she can command them, or is that a separate ability she has?
Well, she does have other abilities. You don't know what those abilities do, but you could assume, since that ability doesn't allow them to attack, you can assume that she has another ability that allows her to attack with them. That's a
Okay.
plausible assumption.
I'm gonna attack her.
19 will hit.
Great. Ugh, trash.
She laughs. By the looks of it, you'll be done in before I am.
Alright, that's my turn.
Ignis is on the ground. He chose to avoid death. Why, I do not know.
Yeah, that was not the best choice out of the 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I did that out of instinct because I keep forgetting that this isn't canon. I probably would
Fair
have done
enough.
Blaze. I honestly, if I had remembered, I would have done Blaze of Glory. It was funny.
If your instinct was so cowardly, why would you play a dragon, Ken? You don't have the soul of a dragon.
Well, no, I'm gonna keep hanging on to life and keep hitting the enemy with ignition.
She moves up here, and why play around? Let's just end this. She summons two skeletons to finish the job. Any last words?
Go fuck yourself.
Damn.
At least you have personality. At least you have spirit. But that is not enough. Undead attack. Dun, dun, dun. So, first zombie against Frost. Attack roll. Critical hit. That increases the value to 3. That's enough to bring to death threshold. He'll get to choose one of his 3. Now you, Oishín.
You're gonna kill the man when he's not even here?
Well, if it's all up to him if he dies or not, like I mentioned in my text, the power is in your hands. You get to choose if you die. You can avoid death. Go out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they move. Now, the first attack, the one where you're off guard. What the what? They want you to live? You get a free strike of opportunity against the first one.
Okay. I'll take that.
Okay. You only have to do 1 point of damage, so this one's gone. So that means this one doesn't get its flanking bonus. You have reached your death threshold. What choice do you make out of the 3?
He crit on you while you were gone. Very rude.
You have 3 options: Blaze of Glory, Avoid Death, or Risk It All.
Avoid death.
Why?
This is a one shot.
These are your allies, Oishín. Just know these are your allies. So
Oh,
whenever we go back to the main, just know what you're dealing with. But okay.
I can't
So
believe this is the man who kept calling me a coward.
give me a DC 17 flat check. Oh, Frost. Okay, so you have a scar too. So your wounded value is reduced to 0 and you are unconscious. Okay. So next undead, let's see if this one hits you. This one, 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's a crit or what?
Oh, yes, that is a crit. Keep forgetting Pathfinder crits are different.
You weren't dodging, correct?
No, I was not.
Okay. So that's going to be 24 points of damage. Your
That'll do it.
Your wounded value is at 2, and you are at death's door. And now, the third and final attack. 25.
That won't crit. I don't think it matters.
Okay, that just brings your wounded value to 4, which is not enough.
I have a 0 for my con, so I don't.
Yeah, your death threshold is 5. So
Okay.
that was her. She says, "Your allies have fallen. You are at your edge." This is the cutscene, basically. Any last words? Any last actions before you are finished off?
Go fuck yourself, and I try to shoot her again.
Okay, take your shot. Destiny.
Perfect.
As you shoot your arrow, the skeleton knocks you aside the head and you fall to the ground. The undead begin to gather up the bodies. Very interesting. 4 sacrifices. 4 wonderful things as she steps down. She begins to stroke the head of Frost. You can see this because you're still conscious of Oishín. You will make a wonderful addition. I don't know how many. You said something about multiverse. If that's something similar to multiple planes, seems like there are different versions of you. You will be so pleased. And that is the ending. And based off of the events of this one shot, you will those in the Monday campaign, which is only Frost, will experience.